This video is going to be about how to answer questions. Questions can be either one of the best parts of a debate round or one of the worst parts of a debate round. There are actually judges who say that they won't pay attention to the questions and the answers going on because usually they're done so poorly. So today we're going to talk about how to improve your ability to answer questions. The first thing that we need to take a look at is whether questioning time is adversarial or an opportunity. An adversarial situation means it's you against them. There has to be a winner. And I'm here to tell you that it is not adversarial. So how is it an opportunity? Well, to the extent that the judge is out there and everything that we do is about helping the judge to understand. If you approach questions as if they're not a threat, but they're an opportunity to educate the judge, to tell the judge more about your position, to help them understand what you're talking about, that is what we mean by it being an opportunity. Judges enjoy hearing things in which you're talking to them, not at them. There's nobody who enjoys watching a conversation between two people in the front of the room that they're not involved in. And when you are answering the question of the opponent, and that's the only person that you're really talking to, the judge obviously feels left out. Bottom line, don't argue with the questioner. Judges don't enjoy seeing arguing. You would think debate is about arguing, but it's not about arguing between two debaters in the room in this particular event. It's about asking questions and answering questions. There should be a reason why they're asking it, and you should be wanting to get something across to the judge with the answer that you're doing. So please don't argue with the questioner. So what do you do when the questioner interrupts your answer? Well, there's a few things I'm going to give you here for tips about those who interrupt. First of all, never raise your voice. Stay calm. Let them yell all that they want to. You stay calm. This gives a nice comparison between you being calm and them yelling. And like I said, judges do not like the person who is yelling. Why did they interrupt? Well, it was probably a sign that they just asked a question in a very poorly worded way, and they realized that, and now they're trying to get another question in, or they just didn't like the answer that they were getting to the first one. So what do? First of all, stop your answer and listen. Yes, at the moment that you hear somebody interrupting you, stop. Let them go ahead and interrupt. We should never have two people talking at the same time. After the interruption is over, you have a couple of choices. First, you could continue with the answer to the previous question as if the interruption never had occurred, or you could answer the new question that came out of the interruption. Another thing that you can do when answering questions we don't see nearly enough, and judges do find it effective, is referring to evidence when answering a question. That way it doesn't sound like your opinion. When they ask you a question, if your response starts with the evidence from the New York Times on April 8th indicates blah, 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 blah. It's clearly not your opinion. You're referencing a piece of evidence, and it shows that you are familiar with what that evidence says. And because most high school debaters don't do it, it makes you stand out in a positive way. Do not be afraid to say, I don't know. People think that that is the sign of weakness. It truly is not. If it's a very technical question, the answer is I don't know. If it's a question that's being asked about something that you aren't familiar with, I don't know. You won't get penalized for an I don't know, but you will be hurt every time that you try to give an answer that you truly don't know, and you're just talking and trying to fill time. Judges can figure that out, that you really don't know the answer to the question. So the bottom line for this is, if you approach questioning time as a positive thing, as a way to get information through to your judge, you stay positive, you keep calm, and you're not afraid to say, I don't know, then you can improve on your ability to answer questions.